Good afternoon. This is Keith Brown of Moultrie, Georgia, with some cash commodity commentary for Thursday. It's about not quite 4 o'clock Eastern time. Cotton market was stronger today, had a good export number. We did 300,000 bales today. When you link that back to last week's 400,000, we've done 700,000 in the last 2 weeks. And go back another week, we probably did another 200,000 there, so close to 1,000,000 bales. I think the market obviously liked that. The dollar was down today also because there's more talk about reaching a decision on this fiscal cliff. The stock market was up today, so those peripheral markets certainly helped today. The grains were up, but we'll get to those in a minute. At any rate, cotton was stronger today. We do have a supply-demand number coming out December the 10th, I think the 11th rather. That would be Tuesday week. That's going to be a very important number for all the row crops. But nonetheless, cotton is in a little technical move to the upside. We would certainly be thinking about cash pricing on this rally because we can see, looking into next year, we could see where things could get a little more hairy, shall we say. Over in the grains today, we had started out with a better day, but we couldn't really finish up that way. Corn was lower today, down about 8 or 9 cents, despite the fact that cash basis is very strong. I think some of this is end of the month sort of jockeying about. I think we had some poor exports out today for corn. I think they were off about 60–70% from a week ago. So when corn rallies, we see a little bit of this demand destruction, I guess, take place. Beans were a little better today. For number one, they closed higher, but their export sales weren't all that spiffy. But nonetheless, I think there's more of a notion that we're selling beans off the cuff, mainly to China. And we've seen some rumored sales yet to be confirmed. And I think that helped buoy that market a little bit. Wheat also was certainly stronger for the most part today, but did catch some profit taking. I think when the market runs up, you're starting to see some producers selling on this wheat because where it is now with the basis, they could lock in $8 wheat. And I guess all things being relative, a producer can make a little money at $8. Fuel was higher today. We still think fuel may make one more little gush to the downside, and then we want to start thinking about covering our needs looking forward to next spring's planting. But it was up today because the dollar was off, and but still with the global economy and the doldrums, I just don't see that big demand for fuel. That's one thing that's hurt ethanol production, and of course that in turn has hurt corn. So unless we can jive up the demand for crude oil, it may be that way for a while. At any rate, tomorrow's Friday. We'll see what that brings for us. If you have any questions or comments, of course, give us a call, 1-800-910-1910. Have a nice evening.